During my first attempt, when I didn't clear my mains, I was quite dejected in my room. A journey in the civil service is going to be very challenging. So I just kept myself off the social media too.
So what would you like to do for the society, being an IAS officer now, and what would be the first change that you would like to bring into action?
Actually, one big thing which I personally believe that has helped me in easing the particular journey of UPSC exam is
Hi viewers, welcome to our channel. Today we have a special guest joining with us. His name is Vignesh. Hi Vignesh.
Hello.
So Vignesh has recently cleared his UPSC examination and he's soon going to be positioned as IAS officer. And he did his bachelor's in Anna University College of Engineering. And today he's going to share his experience on how he cleared his UPSC examination. So without any further ado, let's get into the questionings. So Vignesh, so can you talk a bit about your family background and what inspired you to pursue your career in civil service?
Yeah, actually, I come from a upper middle class family where my father pursues a business, whereas my mother is a homemaker. So when it comes to the inspiration to join civil service has emanated from my father only. That's because during the COVID-19 pandemic, when I was in the final year, I was quite in an idle mode when the classes were suspended. So my father instilled a small inspiration, why don't you try this particular civil service examination? And from then on, I started studying the subjects. And that's another reason that actually I belong to science group in 11th and 12th, and I belong to engineering in my graduation. So for around 7 years or so, my connection with the humanities background has been cut off. So when I got into a new domain of studying into grey areas apart from the science, which is black and white, I got interested in those subjects too. So that is what broadly paved way for my entry into this civil service.
That was an interesting answer, Vignesh. And how was the journey like, and what are the obstacles that you faced? If possible, just share some key moments and how do you overcome those obstacles?
Yeah, actually, it's quite obvious that a journey in the civil service is going to be very challenging, and so is the case with me too. Basically, if I want to share some of the key moments, one moment is the self-doubt which everyone has on herself or himself. So, and that was true for me. During my first attempt, I was not very much confident on myself, and during those periods of less confidence or even a null confidence moment, my parents motivated me. So that was during my first attempt when I didn't clear my mains. I was quite dejected in my room, and only my parents called me and said, you are pursuing this, and I believe in you, so you can definitely do it. So that kind of emotional support is quite needed in this. And when it comes to some other obstacles which I personally worked on, is one thing like handwriting.
Yeah, that's okay.
My handwriting was less legible, if not illegible. So I was quite concentrated on improving my handwriting, and dedicatedly joined a handwriting class and changed the handwriting for my 1 year. So I was not in a belief that handwriting is just a tool of expression. What is it going to do forever in my life? But this moment has changed my entire opinion on handwriting, and I intentionally changed it. So that in fact that is the one main reason why I was able to clear this particular mains and clear the entire attempt itself.
Actually, I never knew that handwriting would play a very important role in UPSC examination. That's a good information. Thank you. So Vignesh, how did you prepare for the UPSC exam, and did you follow any strategies to clear the exams?
Yeah, actually, one big thing which I personally believe that has helped me in easing the particular journey of UPSC exam is taking digital notes. That is because when it comes to Tamil Nadu, I didn't find many much toppers who have advised to take students digital notes, but I took it as a daunting challenge because I believed that in a particular phase of examination where there are always a scope for improvement, enrichment of a content and improvement of structure. So digital notes plays a very handy role. And going by that note, right now I even started a Telegram channel to share my digital notes as well as strategies to the other students. Probably I can give that channel description here too, so that other budding UPSC aspirants can get benefit from that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I hope some of the viewers might really get a lot of information from your channel. Thank you so much for sharing those details.
How do you stay motivated during your preparation journey, and how do you generally manage their emotions?
Yeah, in this preparation journey, I would say failure is an occupational hazard. So, in that way, staying motivated is quite important. And when there is a lot of failures, the only way to stay motivated is to cherish your small amount of success which you get. For example, in my part, I just cherish the way in which I cleared both of my prelims.
Right.
And again, when I was quite dejected during my first attempt, and I was planning to skip my second attempt, when I saw my mains mark by which I lost my cutoff only by 15 marks. So that gave me the slightest motivation to give another nudge in your second attempt.
Right.
So that kind of small success stories in your particular life will go a long way in motivating you. And when it comes to managing emotions, I believe you should have a positive support system to support you.
Right.
For me, it was my parents. So my parents had a blind trust on me, so that gave me the much needed motivation. And sometimes when I see Instagram post of my friends doing some jobs or having a good time during Sundays, that might be quite demotivating. So in those cases, I just kept myself off the social media too.
Right.
So these kind of small measures help me to stay motivated in this particular preparation.
Super. So we can say that you are kind of your own inspiration, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay, Vignesh. So now let's get a bit serious. Okay. So what would you like to do for the society, being an IAS officer now, and what would be the first change that you would like to bring into action?
Yeah, as a civil service aspirant, I have studied about the government and the government machinery in my books.
Okay.
But now I'm going to have a first-hand experience in the government machinery itself.
Yeah.
So there are some ground realities which I'm going to face only after I become an IAS officer. But nevertheless, some things which is in the back of my mind as an IAS officer to do is to do the right amount of implementation of the schemes. Because I personally believe that our government has a good number and right number of schemes targeting every beneficiaries. So my objective is to attain saturation in all those beneficiary schemes and make a good use of the scheme so that all of them gets benefited. And the second thing is that to bring about a change in the attitude of people when it comes to government. Like there should be a conducive atmosphere where there's an interface between public as well as the government, so that there's a proper grievance redress mechanism, and any particular citizen in my jurisdiction should not feel hesitant to come to government office to report his or her queries.
Right. Because I think the people like you should have the right mindset before joining.
Yes.
Because that's very important, I guess. Okay, finally, what advice would you like to give to the upcoming students who aspire to crack the UPSC and become IAS officers?
I would like to say there are some key qualities which UPSC aspirant might be needing while getting into this particular attempt. One is persistence and patience. There will be a time when whatever we study, you cannot find those particular questions in your question paper. Your efforts won't be reflected in your results. So in those cases, you should be patient and persistence.
Right.
Whereas the second set of quality is about perseverance and willpower. This is when you will be doing everything right, but finally you won't be seeing your name in the result.
Right.
So in those cases, you should motivate yourself up, have that intrinsic motivation which I had, so that you can hold your nerve and then complete the process within a good time, I would say.
Right. Okay, that's really interesting. Okay, so finally, what would be the final tagline or quote that you want to quote to end this session positively, in a positive note?
Two quotes are quite close to my heart.
Right.
One is a quote which we need to pursue when we start any particular process.
Okay.
First is it's a quote by Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu.
Okay.
He said that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So
Okay.
that's what I want to say to all the people who are just dragging on their feet whether to start UPSC or not.
Right.
And for the second quote, who are always there in the preparation, but they're not, for some unknown reasons, they're not able to cross the line. For them, I would say the quote of former Indian cricket captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Right.
He'll be saying, trust your process, result will follow. So
Exactly.
don't just be obsessed with your results. Just trust your process and your result will definitely be there for you.
Thank you, Vignesh. It was a nice time meeting with you, and all the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you so much.